Hey, it's been a minute since I've done a movie review, and I figured to commemorate this gap in my criticism, it would be beneficial to do a review of a movie that's been out for a while. So I saw Iron Lung. You may or may not know who Markiplier is, and if you don't, you might not entirely understand what's so rad about this particular endeavor. Briefly put, Markiplier is a YouTuber known for his playthroughs of indie horror games. His verbal antics and conversational style are a huge draw, and he often provides fun and interesting insights into the games he spotlights. I know him primarily from this. Now, over the years, he started diving into more serialized content, and now he's made his debut into movies. Iron Lung is his theatrical debut, and it's pretty rad. Markiplier plays Simon, a convict who has been entombed in an iron submersible and sent to search the depths of a literal sea of blood for God knows what. He has a rudimentary navigational dashboard and an X-ray camera that he can snap off at any time to get kind of a picture of what's in front of him. Something is amiss in this sanguine sea, however, and not all of it's external. Right off the bat, it should be noted that this is a one-room cosmic horror story. We're dropped right in to this thing with about as much fanfare as Simon, and the information we get throughout the picture is entirely from his perspective. Questions get little to no answers, and a lot of the world building is left to our assumptions and imaginations. This is also a video game adaptation. And the source material itself operates similarly. And it works. I'd never played the game before watching this, nor had I seen Markiplier's playthrough. But I never felt lost or confused. Both game and film are about the experience, and in that regard, the adaptation is pretty much one-to-one. The added material enhances and contextualizes the game's story and never reaches "I just want to tell my own story" territory. Markiplier's passion for the story is evident in the entire runtime. Performances, well, it starts rough, but then gets better. To be fair, it's one guy in a small space acting against nothing except for the random outside voices. There's nothing really for Markiplier to work with other than the source material and the script. You'll find yourself questioning some very early acting choices, but as the film draws you in, it will all kind of snap into place. There's at least one choice monologue near the back half that makes you forget that this guy is a YouTuber making stuff like this.
I actually love that linked video, even though it's not a completely fair or accurate representation of his output. Point being, he can be very silly and animated, and dramatics is not an immediate assumption of mine going into this.
The editing and pacing is solid, but the movie itself is just too long for the premise and its resolution. I'd like to think I have a passable attention span for movies like this. Okay, let's just figure this out. All right. I'm rubbing my eye during this. This is so stupid. And sent to the deeps of the literal sea of blood. Oh, God. But more than once, I found myself asking the movie to just get on with it. While the set design, the sound design, and cinematography do a lot here, there's just not a lot to look at. And one person in constant internal and external monologue can only travel so far. An argument could be made that this enhances the story by connecting us to long-term isolation of the main character, but that's kind of a stretch here. Not a deal breaker, ultimately. Should you see this? Heck yeah. It's an independent, self-financed horror film from a very sincere and genuinely engaging guy. It's a respectful and accurate adaptation of a unique video game, and it's cosmic horror to boot. There's also a lot of blood. Like, so much blood. And if you're any kind of horror fan, that's worth the price of admission alone. I would give it about 3 out of 5 stars. Now, it should be said that this movie's been out for a while in some VOD form or another. And there's been a whole journey that Markiplier has documented along this. So I'm late to this review. But I want to point out that my reviews don't need to be timely. I don't envision them as something that should be timely. I think spending time dwelling on the film and its qualities is useful. And if you get wrapped up into the content grind of just content, review, it can be a bit much. And frankly, movie reviews are a bit of a saturated field. So I just wanted to get this out here, get my thoughts put to video and also on paper. You have access to this very same review on Substack, which I'd highly recommend you check out. If you are more of a reader than a watcher, that's for you. I hope to do more of these in the future and get back into my normal rhythm. So I'll leave you to it. Have a good day. Enjoy this film. Check it out. And let me know what you think. I'll see you around.